There we go. They can actually hear and see us now. Hello. um. Now? Wow. Am I doing it now? Okay, I'll just do it now. Welcome to RPGs Like to Party, a place where friends and family come together to play tabletop RPGs. I am Noah the DM. I'm joined by my lovely friends. We'll go like picture wise on here. We'll start with Kay. If you want to introduce yourself and your character, it has been a while.
It has. Hello, I'm Kay, and I'm playing Evilly. She is a wood elf cleric. It's been a few weeks, so the accent might be weird. But you can find me on Twitch at FireflyK and on Instagram at FireflyK Gaming.
Beautiful. And Hope, if you would like to.
Didn't shout me out.
I'm doing it now. Hope, would you like to introduce yourself and anything you would like to give away about your character?
I'm Hope, and I'm happy to be here.
Beautiful. Okay. James.
I have to keep turning my mic off because Lacey's really squeaking that toy. Hello, I'm James. I will be playing Stavros Bumblemore, who's a Bumblelaw even, who is a human wizard.
Will.
I am Will. I'll be playing Agath, who is a Goliath barbarian, and I can be found over on Twitch at 3 Hole Punch Plays.
And
I went too early with Seth. I'm sorry.
It's so good. And the beautiful Seth.
Hi, I'm Seth. I will be playing Istra, who is an absolute swine, and you can find me on Twitch at Sephiroth Rising.
Beautiful. So yeah, it's been a while since we've done this.
Not so bad anymore.
No, it's good. We're good. We're beautiful. It's been a while, so I'll try and give a little bit of a rerun of where we were last time. So you ended up after you spent the night in basically a hollowed out tree. Evelyn's mother went missing, and you basically found out there was another hole in the tree, and you went down, ventured through. You found your mother, fought off some like panther wispy sort of things, and then realized that there was more things there, basically giant spiders and all that sort of jazz. You found your father, who was missing, who was really injured, and you all started to run and escape. You managed to get out. You realized that they didn't like the light from the setting sun, and you blocked the hole off. And when we left it, it was you were all setting up camp. So it is nighttime. Everything is beautiful. You see the city far off in the distance. You see this giant spire coming forth from it. And yeah, you have all set up camp. Your mother and father in a like kind of like off to the side, and they're in the little thing, like enclosed thing that they've made. Lazarus has actually offered to take them somewhere safe, far away from everything that's happened. Which I believe Evely confirms that she would allow Lazarus to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they quickly, after spending an hour or so there, they set off. But now it's just the four of you just there, kind of figuring out like what happened, because everything was so fast paced with what was going on. Either your home was destroyed. Loads of people died. Obviously, some people you saw did escape, but your home is gone. And I think just the thought of that for you is a whole different thing to deal with.
Evilly is just sat at this half-constructed camp, and she's just quiet and reflecting. She isn't saying much.
Stavros, Istra, and Agath, you see the exact same thing. That you just see Evely just kind of sitting there being quiet. Is there anything any of you would like to do in this moment?
I just want to sleep. Oh, just heard myself.
Are you all going to sleep?
Now you say that, I don't want to.
Istra, what about you?
If I remember rightly, I was high on drugs at the end of this.
You were. You were.
So was I.
You were.
Him and Will were both high.
You both were. After a couple of hours, now that it's fully nighttime, it's just that the glow from the fire that you've made just kind of lighting up the area around you. You've kind of come down from that in a really nice, slow sort of way. You are feeling very relaxed from seeing like the different colors and the way that things shifted and changed. Going back to this at such a dark moment in time, kind of weirdly but therapeutic.
Then I'll just slowly drift off to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, Agatha's gonna pass out too.
Okay. James, are you going to go to sleep as well?
I'm taking notes on the apparent effects of the drug. What was it called? What did we call it?
Oh, you named it. What did you name it?
Oh,
we did, we named
crap.
it.
We did name it.
Bless, that was it.
Blessed.
Bless.
Let me write that down.
I'm taking notes on the apparent effects of Bless in the come up and the come down.
Beautiful. I mean, obviously you've heard about some of the effects. Obviously, if you take too much, it's not a good thing, and coming down from it can be a whole different thing altogether. But you guys didn't take that much, and it was a nice, soft coming down from it. Yeah, you've written the notes. Everything looks perfect. The way that you've scrolled onto the little parchment with your little note, like with your little quill and everything. What else do you do? Everyone else around you is asleep.
I take it upon myself, seeing as how everyone else is asleep, to cast. Where is it? Where's the bloody spell that I got for this exact sort of thing that I need? I just find it. It's Tiny Hut. I'm going to cast Tiny Hut as a ritual.
Okay. And do you want to explain it to everyone what this does?
So,
Quick question. Can we turn the roll 20 music down, please?
Absolutely.
Just a tad loud for me.
No problem. How's that for you?
Better, thank you.
Sorted. No problem.
So, Tiny Hut is basically, it creates sort of like a force field around us in like a 10-foot radius. So 10 by 10-foot radius. So I'm going to cast that around our camp so we are safe, because it says that once it's cast, nothing can get in until I dispel it.
Perfect. Right, that is...
It is going to take 11 minutes for me to cast it as a ritual, but it's going to last for 8 hours, which would be, a long rest.
Perfect. Everyone make sure you set yourself that you've had a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it takes you 11 minutes to do that, and I assume you just close your eyes and fall asleep, exhausted after everything that's happened.
Well, I fiddle with the lights for a bit because it says that I can change the mood setting on the lights inside the tiny hut.
Okay, and what is the mood lighting for this hut?
I'm gonna say a nice, like, neutral light blue.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Color of cold. Okay, so we're gonna all wake up shivering.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Wait, that's what you meant.
Wow, I see how it
I'm
is.
taking the PS.
Okay. Yep, so you all go into this.
I thought if I decide to stand watch, something bad is gonna happen, so I'm just gonna cast Tiny Hut and forget about it.
Understandable. Too much has happened in such a short amount of time. It's understandable. So yeah. And you close your eyes, I assume?
Yeah.
Perfect. You all kind of go into this dreamless sleep. It feels like you've blinked and then suddenly it's morning. The sun is nearly in the middle of the sky. It's very bright, very warm. And you can hear the sound of basically just like the sound of like seagulls in the distance, that you can hear the waves of like the sea going on. But
Boing,
yeah.
boing.
Caw-caw. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw. But yeah, that's how you wake up. You wake up, it's like you blinked and all of a sudden it is morning.
I do not feel like I got enough sleep. And I'm going to be cranky all day now. Sorry.
I thought she said she was going to go back to sleep then for a second.
No. Am I talking to myself or is no one else awake?
No, I'm awake. Probably best if we make our way towards that city over there.
Ugh, people.
Can't exactly remember what it was we were supposed to be doing. I'm going to roll to see if I do remember what we were doing. Do not remember what we were doing.
Nope. You woke up and you have no clue.
No clue.
No clue. You're just a confused old man at this time.
Barely even remember casting Tiny Hut.
The effects of psychedelic drugs.
That's true. Fantastic.
Isra, Aggie, are you awake?
I am indeed.
I am as well. I feel great.
I'm glad. We have a bit of a walk to the town or city. Grandpa wants to go.
Why?
Excuse me?
Did I want to go somewhere? I have no idea where I am at the moment, to be honest.
I'm sure you'll figure it out when we get there. I'm gonna start like getting up and packing up my stuff and my bedroll and putting things in. I'm gonna eat my rations as well.
Okay.
I'm hungry. Because we
Absolutely.
must not forget to eat.
That is very true. What is everyone else doing? You see Evely eating and packing up her things.
Agath goes over and helps pack up everything, and also eats, and then approaches evilly. How are you feeling?
I don't really know. To be honest, I just want to try and get to the bottom of it and have a goal to get through, you know? I don't
Absolutely.
want to think about it.
Of course, if you need anything, you let Agath know.
I will. Thank you, friend.
I assume everyone has eaten and packed up their stuff.
I have.
I saw everyone else doing it and thought it would be a good idea to probably just follow suit.
Understandable. Istra, same.
Yeah, I need to break out of character a minute. I'm going to switch to the other Discord thing because this is too hard to do.
Okay, hon.
All right.
Just, you sound normal now, so like, just keep it on for a second and let us just talk and see if it's doing it.
Okay,
Hello?
fair enough.
Testing. Oh no, it is still doing it. I don't know why.
No idea why it's happening.
Well, I mean, you can still use your laptop for all the Roll20 and stuff and just be on Discord on your phone.
That's what we're going to do. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Please stand by whilst we experience some technical issues.
We need like a robot voice for this. Please stand by.
The stream will commence momentarily.
Do we have some elevator music for like the Roll20? That is exactly the music I was thinking of.
I was thinking of like the Wii music.
That is the Wii music.
Oh,
It's Animal Crossing.
Oh, it sounded like
It was
Wii
Animal Crossing.
Oh, it sounded like that.
It's very similar.
And it goes over to
I'm gonna gonna get sued
Cool.
for copyright, are we?
Shit, yeah, we should probably stop doing that.
What was that?
No, video game music and
Nothing.
music from like
It's not
consoles
gonna
and
stop
stuff is allowed on
Nintendo.
Twitch.
No, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be absolutely fine.
You'll be okay.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for Seth to come back.
I imagine now that in this roleplay world, we're all just like frozen.
Yeah, it's literally
Or
like
Seth has gone. Like,
you-
just hit pause.
when you go. No, in Skyrim, when you go into your inventory and they're like mid swing and they just pause in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
much
I
what's
imagine
happening.
Evely is like just getting up and starting to swing the bag onto her shoulder, but she's
Mid-yawn.
frozen. Yeah, but she's got something in her mouth that she was eating, so that's just frozen in place as well. Well, she's like looking at Aggie because they were having a chat, so she's just staring at Aggie really weirdly with this thing in her mouth that she's eating.
That
and the
sounds
bag halfway on her
absolutely
back.
terrible. Can we just imagine? Okay, listen. You
I
come
wanna
into
know
a
everybody
stream.
else's pause. Like, what's everybody else doing in
That's
their
true.
pause?
Okay, we'll quickly go and then I'll come back to that.
I'm seeing Seth is just like he's got a buffering symbol. I'm just like in front of him, waving my hands in front of his eyes, but nothing's happening.
No, you're paused. We're all paused.
Oh right, well
So what's your pause?
we're all buffering then.
What about you, Aggie? What's your pause pose?
I'm mid stretch with one of my axes in my hand.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hope, what would
Oh.
your character be doing at this
Probably
time?
mid sneeze.
That'd be the
No,
worst
like,
way to be
At
stuck.
the apex of like the chew.
Like the choo,
Yeah.
like the proper squinch, like scrushed up face.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Imagine any way of
Welcome
being
back.
like
Hey.
stuck for a long time,
Seth.
stuck mid sneeze.
We were just talking about how everyone at this moment in time, like in game, would be like paused in whatever they were doing at the time.
Oh, right. I'm so sorry. Is that better now?
No, it's
You
much
are-
better.
Perfectly
Excellent.
a-okay and fine. Seriously, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. So, Isha, you were gonna say what you were doing while everyone was getting ready.
Yeah, I'm stood looking at the city apprehensively on the beach.
Okay.
Evie's gonna throw a bag onto her shoulder and she's gonna approach Istra, who's looking at the town or city, because his look on his face is how she's feeling. Good morning, Istra.
Good morning.
You don't seem to be wanting to go in that direction.
Look what's happened every time we've gone to a place.
I know. I don't want to go either. This thought of seeing other people right now just kind of makes me sad.
Welcome to my world.
Good talk. Good talk.
I just fear for the people's safety at this moment. Everywhere we go, we bring death and destruction.
Or fire. But
Or
that's
fire.
because of Grandpa.
Yes.
But no,
One said
honestly,
fire.
I don't think that we are the only people that experiencing this. I think this is happening everywhere. Or at least in this continent anyway.
Well,
It
then
must be.
there's nothing we can do. I suppose we'll have to push on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got your things ready?
Yes. Have you?
Oh. Yes, I have.
All right. I suppose I should probably go grab Grandpa because he has forgotten what we are doing.
Good lord.
I might just ask Aggie to carry him under the arm, you know.
Yeah, it's good idea.
I'm perfectly capable of making my own way to this city as long as somebody points me in the direction first.
I'm sorry, were you stood close to us? Could you overhear what we were saying?
Apparently.
Okay, well, we go this way.
And with that,
Points, because he has to point.
and with that, I'm assuming you all start to head towards the city.
Yes.
Indeed.
It takes a couple of hours to get there. As you get there, the sun has just passed way overhead. You're looking about 3.5 hours to walk to there. As you get closer, you kind of realize this city's pretty big. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as you're getting closer, and you actually start to see it more defined. You see that there is a giant wall around the outside of it. You see it has rings. It's been sectioned off in places. And obviously you see this massive harbor on the other side of it with giant ships there. Like, when I say ships, I'm saying, like, think of, like, pirate ships, the huge things with the giant flags, like, open. Well, they're not open, they're actually scrolled up so they don't blow away.
I feel like I've seen this city before. As in me out of character looking at the picture on Roll20 right now.
Yeah, you will have.
Oh, I've not watched that.
You will have, yeah. But that's just where I've got it
Oh,
from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love it. Is the wall broken down like it is on the picture, or do we not see that aspect of it yet?
Well, you do see that the wall is broken down and things. So obviously, where the harbor is, the wall's completely destroyed. But where as you're getting closer, you see where there are doors. You do see quite a bit of crumbled walls. Probably from kind of going along the theme of things that have been happening to you, like you've stumbled upon things from the past and stuff. You realize this has probably happened from when that war happened.
Yeah.
It's just that they never decided to rebuild it. That moment has gone and passed for them.
Would this be like a main city, like a capital that we would have all heard of? 'Cause
Yes.
It looks like it would be.
Yes.
What's this place called?
It's literally just known as the harbor because even though like on the pitch that I've got up on Roll20, it doesn't look big. It's so much bigger than that. It takes up like half of the actual other side.
Yeah.
It is huge. There is a good, probably, you think when you're looking about maybe 30 ships, and they are big ships.
So would we all know what this is without doing a history check?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This was one of the places that was able to hold its walls for such a long period of time when the war quickly happened, that it's well known for being able to keep that wall. Even though towards the end parts of it did start to crumble, it still held its ground. It is a strong fucking wall.
I would say before we go in here, with the bad luck we've been having with being infected, are we all sure that we have had none of the Ica on us or on our clothing? I'm just going to give myself like a check over just to double check before we go into this huge place and infect a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. If everyone wants to do that and make a roll, go for it.
What roll would that be for?
Shit. It was a medicine roll last time, so it will be a medicine roll this time.
Okay. Oh god, I got a natural 1, but with a +6.
You're fine. You don't see anything.
7.
I got a 22.
23.
Beautiful. Yeah. As you're all kind of looking over yourselves and patting down, just make sure you're going under the arms, under your sleeves, you rolling your pant legs up, so everything seems fine in order. You even feel fine. You don't feel any sort of pain or anything. You feel perfectly healthy.
Well, one good thing about this place, from what I know from the history books and my schooling, is this place held pretty well when shit went down last time. Maybe it will be the same.
Perhaps.
Maybe we should. What was that fellow's name? Oh, one who told us we needed to get help. Errol? Merlin?
Merrill.
Errol, that was it.
You keep calling him Merlin, but it's Merrill.
I'm doing that deliberately because I don't like the guy.
Sure.
Honestly, I got to admit, with everything that's happened, I don't really give a shit about Merrill.
Oh. That being, maybe we should look at informing the leaders of this city on what has occurred.
Now that I agree with. I think that is a good idea. We should go and see the president, prime minister, king, queen. What is it? Who's the ruler of this land?
Prime Minister?
I don't know. Because obviously there must be someone and we must know their name.
It's fantasy, as if there's a democracy.
How dare you?
Well, someone must rule it. Or there must be like some sort of government or something.
You know of a king.
A king.
Right. So you
Let's
all
hope the king.
it's what? No, Hope is not the king.
Well,
He's the
okay.
queen. No, so yeah, you all go down. You see a path starts to form as you get closer and closer. Yeah, leading up straight up to one of the entrances. As you walking through, you see a lot of people queuing up outside. Some people just walking in and out, but anything with a cart seems to be stopped. And you see guards in these bright silver and gold sort of decals, sort of iron armor, looking through anything and everything. They see anyone with a bag, they want to check that bag. You see them make sure that they are checking themselves and the items that they have with them.
Well, it seems like they are pretty suspicious, so they might already know something. Does no one else want to talk? I don't want to always talk.
If they are suspicious of the what have we agreed on? What it's called? Disease, darkness, plague.
It's not
they're
been
suspicious-
named, just
It's
so you
not
know.
been-
If they're suspicious of it and people that may have come into contact with it, maybe we should keep that bit of information to ourselves until we can speak to the higher ups, not get stopped at the first hurdle by the guards.
Maybe that's a good idea. What would we say we were there for, though? Like, that we had heard it was dangerous in some oh, God, my accent, I'm so sorry.
Maybe if we say that we had heard that the walls were safe and we were just looking for shelter.
Yeah, that sounds a bit suspicious, but you can do the talking.
Please don't make me do the talking.
I'm not doing it.
Who's got the best talking skills?
Not Agatha.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
We lost the bard. We don't have the bard
You
anymore.
did lose the
know.
bard.
Y'all need to like apart from James, like you two need to talk more.
No.
No.
Do the talking. I will do the talking, and I will tell
Oh,
them
God.
war is upon them.
Maybe Istra should not do the talking. They probably won't get through.
Wait, out of character. What is the goal? What are we worried about? I didn't quite hear James. Or
Do
Stavros.
not get turned away by the guards, basically, for potentially bringing like infection in.
Yeah, because we've experienced it firsthand.
We have been basically all up in its business.
That's if they know about it.
Seems like they do because they seem to be taking precautions against something.
We
But
should
we don't
hope
have-
for the best and prepare for the worst, which is they know.
Well, we do not have cart. He said people were going in and out pretty
but
easily. But
we do
unless
all have bags.
We don't have anything suspicious on us, right? I know I don't.
I do have 2 pouches of very high quality drugs.
Pass them here. And she holds out her hands.
Okay. I pass her the drugs.
I'm gonna stick them in my bra.
Was
You
not
just see her, like,
expecting that.
fumbling to get it. Well, it's the only safe place they're probably not gonna check. So you know.
The thing is, how well
just
do you
sticking them down
conceal them?
there.
I need you to roll for that, please.
Oh no!
Because if you are looking lumpy and unnatural,
No. She's putting it like under the breast so it smooths out, so it looks. I know how to fill my bra. I've been doing it for many
oh
years.
shit!
I will roll for it.
Roll with advantage. I've been
What
hiding
would
shit under my
you-
breast for years.
Okay, so what would you like me to roll?
Sleight
Hey,
of
Jack.
hand.
You
Sleight
know
of
what?
hand?
Sleight of hand sounds good. Roll with advantage, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was a pretty good one. It's 21. Yeah, we'll go for the 21. We got 21.
Okay, yeah, you easily, you just that you though, as you said, you.
It's like a
this,
skill.
Yeah, you just.
we do it so easily, like it's just nothing.
It was like they were in hand, and then bam, they were gone. Yeah, so yeah, you hide the drugs. This sounds terrible when people were coming in. Yeah, she hid the drugs in her bra.
I think that's what any respectable woman would do. She would hide the drugs in a bra.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you've done it. Yeah,
I've got 2. Does anyone else have any bags? Because I've only got 2 boobs. Istra, do you have any?
I have an object in question that needs to be hidden from the guards also.
How big is the object?
7 inches.
Hey!
Could it fit? Oh no.
No, the book will not fit down
book?
there.
Are you wearing a long coat? Or cape, or what's going on your back?
I'm just wearing armor.
You've got a
Right.
cape, don't you?
I've never heard of the cape.
I had a cape, but it got infected, so now
One
she's looking for another one.
Let
We
me
need to
just
find
check.
a way to conceal this.
Let me
book.
just check my spells. See if.
Well, I
can
had an
affect
idea
items
about
with
the book.
this.
Okay, go on.
What is your idea?
The book is about the Dark Prophecy.
Ah,
After I had my little trip, I came to realize some things regarding this. I would like to burn the book.
are you sure you want to burn it? Should we not read it first?
I've read the book. It's my book to read. It needs to be burned.
I don't
I
think.
could do that for you right now. If you
I'm
were
looking
interested.
at you. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be burning this book just because Istra has read it. The rest of us have not. We also need to know because Istra, no offense, but you haven't had the best track record of being honest with us.
I
I do have a
understand.
solution for this predicament.
The book is false.
Book may be false, but I can make you and the book invisible, and then there's no way the guards will be able to see it.
Making
not-
me invisible is a really bad idea.
Right, it'll only
Could you
last
just make the
for.
book invisible?
Oh, it
Yes.
says that a creature you touch becomes invisible. But obviously, everything they're carrying
What about an
becomes
illusion
invisible.
spell?
I mean, I could use minor illusion, but I don't know whether minor illusion works like that.
No, because if they open the book, the illusion would stay still. So I suppose that wouldn't work.
I tell you what, just
Create a
make me
s-
invisible. That makes it
Yeah,
easier.
I can
Yeah.
do that. We can make
All
you
right.
This is
invisible.
gonna
and
be
then
funny.
All right.
In Istra's
Okay.
invisible.
So I walk up to Istra, I slap him on the back really hard, and he literally just disappears.
Awesome.
Was there any need for that, Grandpa?
It's how the spell is cast, I'm afraid.
That
However,
is
that
impressive.
did just take up one of my 2 third-level spell slots.
Angry man, now go away.
I assume he can still hear us.
He's not gone. He's just invisible.
I don't know. I don't know if you can hear or see whilst you're invisible. There's some spells that you can't.
At this point, I will always be behind the group.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest be behind the tank. Be behind Agath. They're never going to look behind him.
Right. Are we ready?
Agatha is ready.
Yes.
I didn't just make Seth go invisible within sight of the guards, did I?
No, you're still a little bit of a distance away. They're not
that's good.
focusing on you. They're focusing on the people that are in front of them that they are checking over then and there.
All right, let's go. Olozi?
Right, yeah, you all, with an invisible Istra, walk down. You kind of queue up behind some people. More people kind of gradually, slowly queue up behind you. Eventually, it takes you about half an hour. We'll say it's roughly around 3 p.m. where you get to that gateway. And you see them, and they're very shiny. Like I described, it had like flowers and leaves kind of engraved in like painted slightly with like gold. Main color is silver on them, with helmets where it just has their mouths, where you can just see their mouths. And one of them kind of pulls the hands up to you all and is like, "All right, stop. Open your bags. Lift up your sleeves, your arms. We've got to check you."
Okay. Evilly takes the bag off her shoulder and hands it over to him. She has no cape on, so they can see her arms pretty clearly.
You see what while one of them is gonna like, you see him circle you a little bit, making sure to check like your ankles, checking your ankles, and whatever skin you can see is like. And have you rolled up your pants?
Well, they're like skin tight
Right.
leggings. I can't really roll them up. But you can see there's nothing underneath them because they're skin tight. Remember the picture I showed you that was drawn? for
I
me?
do, yes.
You can see everything.
Oh, don't say that.
No, she's respectable.
Yeah. He kind of gives you the one over, and then he starts rummaging through your bag, and he kind of just throws it back on. He's like, "All right, go on, get in."
Missy?
He then goes towards the old man, and he's like, "All right, we need to see arms, legs, your bag. Show us everything."
I comply perfectly.
Ooh, an old man flashing a bit of ankle. Ooh, scandalous.
Oh, he rolls up the robes rather seductively as well.
The guard, you can see that he's trying not to laugh at how you've done it. He kind of awkwardly coughs. He's like, and then he kind of looks like over his shoulder to see if he's looking. And he does like little "oh you" sort of motion. But he does check. He makes sure that you're just gonna say that you are okay. Checks your bag, rummages through very very carelessly of your stuff before he just kind of chucks it back at you. He's like, "Yep, next," and he then moves on to Agath, and he kind of looks Agath up and kind of stops for a second, and he's like, "You all right?"
Agatha is half naked. I want to.
That's why he's just kind of looks at him, but he's also more the fact that
Yeah,
he's a
I want
lot
to.
taller than him because he is
Of
a
course.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Agath assumes the position and he
Like
goes,
starfish.
yeah. He goes, "Be gentle."
Oh, and he just kind of slowly walks up and he does this little like, he doesn't pat you, he kind of does a little smack at your arm, and he's like, "Yeah, all right, yep, yeah, you got a bag?"
Yeah, I hand him my bag.
Yeah, he slowly takes it from you, carefully opens it and looks through, but he looks through thoroughly, and then he slowly closes it and hands it back to you nicely.
Thank you.
Well, it seems that you have to be a Goliath to be treated with respect here, I see. And I only say that to my guys. Like,
Yeah,
not
he doesn't
talking.
hear you. He's like,
Yeah.
"All right, next," and he kind of like just looks around. He's like, "Oh, there's no one after them." And then, actually, Istra, would you do a stealth for me, please, just to make sure that you
Oh,
can go past
Oh,
properly
no!
With advantage, I'm assuming,
We
right?
have
with
'cause
advantage
he's invisible.
because you are invisible.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you've got
Oh.
advantage there.
Oh, me too.
Oh god.
I don't quite know what that means, I'm afraid.
So it means you roll
roll
again, and you take the highest number.
Oh, thank God for that. Okay.
Oh god.
I'm going to give him my inspiration point.
Okay, mark
Roll
that
again?
off your sheet and roll
Will do.
one
Well,
last
I've only
time.
I only had 2, so I've now got rid of 1, and I have 1 more for myself.
Perfect. Roll
Okay, so
again,
roll
Istra.
again.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. 11.
So here's what happens.
Oh.
Oh.
As he
And my
turns,
spells.
as Agath walks past, he turns around. He has this weird moment where he steps forward and he accidentally kind of bumps into you. And he's like, "What? Who was that?" right, where are you? And he's looking around and there's no one there. And he's just kind of, he's very confused, but you move past him. You
Right.
do move past him. But you see that he's kind of looking around side to side and he's like very confused. He's like, but there was a force. And you just see him kind of talk to himself and he's like pointing to the floor and he's like, there was something here. And I don't know where it is, but there was something here.
Agatha looks at him and says, I'm sorry, long strides.
He just creepily looks over his shoulder and he's like, okay. you keep going. Just go. Just go. And you all make it into this massive, massive city. It is huge. Weirdly enough, the only thing is that you can see is that there is a lot of people going in, but you would assume there would be more people in the area. There's not a lot of places, and obviously you see the walls that seem to be separating certain parts of it. You're in this very it's a very rundown place. It looks like everything's kind of been segregated into sections. I can hear myself. It's not Seth.
I didn't hear that.
1 second. Okay, I don't hear it anymore. Okay. That's true. But you kind of guess that. No, I'm hearing it from Will, unfortunately.
It's me?
Yeah.
How about now?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Rubber ducky is on the highway. We're good. We're very good. But yeah, everything seems to be segregated. So this would be what you would assume would be the poor area. From the main bit that you saw on the way in, you would assume that the higher class people are in the middle, where that giant spire is that you saw on the way in. That seems to just overlook and have this shadow over the city. But yeah, it seems that a lot of places in this area, the houses look empty, desolate. And the people that you see, that you just see them walking back normally forth and through. Other places, you see them actually going down these separate paths that lead to these other walls where they go through to reach the other areas of the city.
Kind of look around confused at the others, like, where is everyone? Is no one gonna talk, really?
Maybe the I don't know what we're actually calling the thing. Maybe the thing, big bad thing, has taken more of a toll on the land than we had thought, and maybe there are not many people left.
Maybe they've evacuated everyone into the inner circle.
Or maybe
It's
there's something more insidious going on locally.
Maybe.
And as you say that, you kind of hear this like this high pitched kind of jingle of a laugh, very female. She's like, "Oh, you're right about that." I'm so sorry
We all
for my
just stare at
terrible
her.
accent. You see,
We all just stare at her and does not say anything.
yeah, there
I
is.
smell side quest giver.
You see a woman with brown hair pulled tight into a ponytail, very green eyes. She's got like this tattoo kind of on the side of her face where there's these white dots that start small. No, yeah, bigger on the outside but go smaller inwards just over the brow. And she's in this sort of like brown leather sort of armor, bits of green on there. You see that she has two swords on a hilt, so clearly she's like she dual wields. But yeah, she has this big grin as she said it to you.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah.
How long for?
I was just gonna ask, how long is the spell for?
For an hour.
Oh yeah,
got an
you're
hour of
still
invisibility.
invisible.
And
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am? No. My oh god, I was gonna do that stupid French accent because of you, and I can't do French. I'm gonna be like, oh, you're right. Oh no, my friends call me Karma.
Okay, ma'am. No, wow, my accent's like crazy. Well, fuck.
This is fucking horrible.
It's like contagious. Do you mind telling me where everyone is?
Oh god, God, I'm gonna have to get out of this accent for a quick second just to get through this because I can't do it because I keep
Okay.
changing. You're doing French. I'm gonna end up doing French. It's not gonna be pretty if I do it. It sounds good when you do it. Fuck me. She doesn't say that. That was me. So, oh, God, I'm gonna do this now. Or maybe you should head to the harbor.
I thought we were in the harbour. Isn't the
Yes,
city
me
called
too.
the
Well,
harbour?
the city is called the harbor, but like a bit further on, you got the harbor, the actual harbor,
Harbour,
The
harbour.
harbor's harbor.
the harbor.
So we're in the No. Wow. I'm so
See?
sorry.
No, it's
I feel
fine.
the
Keep
conflicting
going. It's
accents.
so hard
God
when people are doing different
damn it.
things.
Okay. So-
I told you.
We are in the harbor, yes? But there's no harbor. We have to go to another harbor?
Oh no! So this, oh fuck you! It's not going well. So okay, I'm just gonna do it normally. No, the city is called the harbor, but but there's also a harbor within the harbor. If you kind of get my drift,
So what
So
are we
an-
now? Are we not?
we're in the city harbor. But if you kind of go through this gate, just on the other side of where you came from to the left, there is another harbor. The sea, boats, all of them shenanigans.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. Mercy, ma'am.
No problem. No problem.
Can I just ask, does she have like a coin purse or anything visible hanging off a belt or anything like that?
She does.
Seth.
She does.
Right. I'm gonna have to look. Like,
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it,
so
Seth.
I'm gonna pinch that.
I'm gonna like step away because well, no, actually, I
Now,
suppose I don't see
normally-
anything else going on.
I would say
I'm going
do
to
it with
make my way to the
advantage,
harbor.
but because of this character, it's going to be a normal roll for you.
Right, what am I rolling?
Just normal handsy
Sleight of
hands.
hand.
Yep.
Sleight of hand. It's a 15.
Oof, not bad.
1 second.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to describe how you grab this coin purse?
So I've just walked up nonchalantly behind her. What's the name? Korma, like the curry.
No, karma, like,
Oh, Karma. Right.
yeah.
Right. And I just very lightly just unhinge the coin purse very slowly. It floats for a second and then disappears.
All right, perfect. Yeah, you have easily stolen that. After you've done that, she quickly kind of is like, I've got things to do, but I will see you around. And she just kind of does a 180 and she just kind of starts running into a different direction, giving a wave over her shoulder.
Agath is not pleased from what he witnessed. So
Just
he's
made
doing
a killing.
Huh?
I'm gonna say that Evely didn't even notice.
No, because you turned away and walked away.
Yeah. I'm heading towards the docks part of the harbour, correct?
Yes, the docks would have
Okay.
been an easier way of putting it. Which
Let's
hope...
just call them the docks.
Yeah, we'll call it the docks.
Okay, cool.
Follow.
So you're hearing the slight clinkling of coins, by the way, while I'm counting out. what I've just
Okay,
stole.
let me roll for that. In that coin purse, there is 800 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Nailed it.
But yes, with the seagulls flying high above you, swooping down wherever they see food or anything they can peck at, sometimes going for whatever food people have in their hands, you do get to docks. You see this massive flow randomly where suddenly there's a lot of people moving backwards and forth. You see them running towards boats. You see a lot of people trying to get on boats. There's this biggest boat there with these massive sails with a lot of people kind of stuffed onto it. But you do hear a lot of fighting and a lot of arguments happening from this one massive ship.
Oh, fuck.
You see a lot of people trying to push their way on, and you see a lot of the crew trying to push them off. Some people even falling into the sea, splashing. Some people are screaming that they can't swim. But a lot of people are trying to force their way onto this ship. And this ship is beautiful, by the way. But in the midst of this, you see someone, clearly part of the crew of this ship, but you see that he's trying to kind of like appease everyone, but trying to help the people trying to get on at the same time against you would assume with their massive hat, it would be the captain telling them all to fuck off.
Is there anyone near us?
I mean, there's a lot of people around you at this moment in time.
Can I just like, is there anyone who's not like running that I can like stop and say, you know, what's happening kind of thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so I put my hand out to like the nearest person closest to me, and I'm just gonna say, good afternoon. Can you tell me what's happening here? Why is everyone trying to get on the boat?
And as you do that, you see that you've grabbed a small child.
Fuck that.
And it's like, oh, miss! Get off!
Ew. I'm sorry, please go.
He's
Ugh.
like, no, but everyone, like, he's like, I'm just trying to get things done, but, like, the reason why there's a lot of shouting going on is that, I don't know where this voice is going anymore. It's changed.
I got like a clear look of disgust on my arms, or
Yeah.
like I don't want to touch it.
Touch it, it's a child. It's a
Yeah,
small little boy with a gammy
Ew.
leg. I'm joking. I'm joking. You see this small boy, he's very, he's got very patchy clothes, clearly sewn back together after they've ripped. With a bandana on his arm that clearly shows that he's which you would assume from the way that, from the people that you've seen on some of the ships, they have certain things kind of showing which kind of ship they're from, and you assume that he's one of the little cabin boys on one of these ships, trying to get things sorted. And basically what he says is that there is news of things happening on this continent, bad things, disease, monsters, just hell have no fury. Like, whatever's going on, it's bad. A lot of people are trying to get away from here, but there doesn't seem to be enough ships coming and going, and everyone's just trying to force their way on, and this is where everything seems to be stemming from in this area.
Okay, well, thank you for your help, little boy. You may go.
He just kind of shrugs. He does that thing, you know, when they pull like the little eye down and they put the tongue out like nah, at you, before he kind of gives you the bird and then runs off in the direction trying to grab a box to get onto one of the ships.
Hang on, as he runs off, can I trip him up?
Please do.
Yes.
Roll for it.
What am I doing?
I'm gonna just roll a normal d20.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh
Two.
my god.
Shit.
Dice
Okay.
are not in your favor.
So you go to stick your little invisible foot out, but it's really weird because obviously you can't see yourself. Even yourself, you are invisible. You don't know where you're really sticking your foot out. This kid's running past you. Feel like you've got your leg out, and you trip up this normal looking person just walking past there with their arms full of items of shopping, and they go sprawling out, and they kind of pick themselves up and look back like, the fuck did I trip over?
I just start helping putting things back in the basket, saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Guys, I'm such a
It's just
klutz.
like, no, it's a fine. Thank you. And they get up, and while they kind of like look at the shoulder, like, I wasn't even near you, and they just keep walking back, but
I
they
just smile
keep
happily, like,
they're like what? I don't who, and they blend into me. They blend into it. But yeah. The main thing is that you were seeing these people trying to push their way into this boat with the captain shouting at them, and you see a crew member in the middle trying to help the people.
Okay, I suggest that we ignore that whole ship because that sounds like a whole lot of clusterfuck. And we go into the main city, like towards the spire.
We need to head towards the castle. That is our objective here.
And this is where we will pause it. And we will go to Hope.
Okay. Was he on the ship? Did we just fuck that up?
Hope was the person trying to help people.
We just ignored him completely.
You did. So that's where we're
Sorry,
going to jump towards Hope now. Hope,
Okay, okay.
if you would like to describe your character.
Alright, so I'm playing Einslow. He's the Erganashi, so his hair and clothing, they always kind of... always under like effect of wind, kind of... like a light
Wafting.
breeze. Yes, there's always like a light breeze. White, semi-short curly hair. White skin. Lightly bluish. Dressed in piratey leather kind of clothing. With a bandana wrapped around his head like slightly diagonally across one eye.
And what's your race again? I'm sorry.
Erganashi.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I have no idea what they look like.
Well, I have a picture of Hope's character that I can send to you.
That would be helpful.
So an air ganache is basically an air genie.
Or descendant, like far descendant. From...
Yeah. Let me just get it.
Are you gonna put it in text for mutes? Because that's the
I
closest one
will,
to it.
absolutely.
Thank you.
But I will also get Hope to put their character in the actual editing tool.
Yeah, of course.
I have to find it. It's in this folder with everyone else's pictures. And all my monster pictures too. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is Einslow. Obviously everyone in the stream can
Right.
see.
So what's the name? Because I heard it as I'm slow.
Einslow.
Einslow.
Einslow, like I-N kind of.
Ainslo.
Okay, Einslow.
I think
okay.
it's more my pronunciation.
No, it was when Hope said it. I thought he said I'm slow. I was like, oh, we're gonna have to call someone I'm slow. But Einslow makes sense. Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
It was like either that or Ainslow, but Ainslow just don't sound good.
Mm.
Spell with an A, because I instantly tried to spell it with an E.
Oh yeah, no, it's with an A.
Mm-hmm.
So do I just put the link to the character, like I could just put like share the link for the Beyond character. The characters tab.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you are stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have obviously the cats. Stop! You're stuck between your captain, who is trying to throw whoever's trying to get on board off, and mostly succeeding, apart from the odd one that seems to slip on, and the people on the other side trying to go up this ramp to get onto the ship so they can escape whatever's going on here.
Well, you cut to Hope, didn't you? So we're not
Yeah.
saying anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to give me something to go off here. I can't just.
Okay, no problem.
I can't just toss the ball and like not know what to toss it at.
Okay. So, here's the first thing. What would your captain look like? Describe what you would envision the captain to look like for your ship. And hell, if you've got an vision for your ship, describe that as well.
This is a lot of homework. I didn't get this assignment.
Just wing it. Obviously, I said they had a big hat, showing that they were in charge.
I feel like the captain would just kind of just picture Barbosa.
Captain Hook.
That's Barbosa. No, I was looking.
Barbosa, okay.
I was thinking of. Imagine that person, Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean.
The early movies, not the when he has that ugly ass wig on.
Yes.
Surely he'd be an admiral then, because wasn't Barbosa an admiral by the end of the third one?
I
'Cause he
don't
had
think we need to
multiple
get
boats.
into like Pirates of the Caribbean law.
No,
things.
because the crew's pirates. Like they're not
Yeah.
official.
Yeah. So you see this character, and he's got a type of lock sort of pistol, and he's pointing it out towards you and the people that are behind you, and he's like, just like fucking get them off.
We can't just leave them.
We can and we will.
This is not what we have been doing. We help the people.
Yeah, we've helped enough people. We need to get ourselves. I need to get myself and my crew to safety. We don't need any more.
There's clearly space.
No more space. And you see him pull the little lock flint back.
You're not gonna shoot me, sir.
You don't know that. I will happily shoot you.
Good luck finding a replacement.
I'll find something.
You sure about that?
You see he kind of stop a little bit. And he points the gun to the side and he just shoots it. You see someone fall into the water dead.
Well, it wasn't me.
Obviously, you hear that loud gunshot. Not something you're used to hearing, but you hear it, and then you hear the splash of water.
Am I gonna hear that over the top of all the other screaming and everything else like that?
Well, everything kind of goes quiet, and then the screaming starts, and everyone kind of slowly starts to disperse.
Okay.
I'm sure glad we didn't go over there. It sounds like somebody has a gun.
Yep, I completely agree. And where is the spire? Do we have to go this way?
Spires and I'm still with hope. But yeah, go on. So obviously, Ainsley, you see that someone was just killed. Because obviously he wasn't going to kill you, but he was going to kill someone.
But yeah, but not shocked by that. I know
No.
my captain.
That's true. And he kind of looks at you and he's like, look what you made me do!
Oh, fuck off. You're gonna do that anyways.
That is beside the point.
My point being, you weren't gonna shoot me.
He kind of stops. Kind of shakes his head and he just kind of points the gun at you and he's like, shut up! I'll do what I want. And he's like, we have two options here. You either get on the fucking boat and we go now, or you're stuck here. Because I'm not wasting any more time.
We can take at least a quarter more.
No, have you seen how many people are on? We don't have enough supplies.
We'll get supplies.
Are you gonna pay for the supplies?
Who said we're gonna pay?
Good point. We only have a certain amount of time. I can give you till midnight to get enough supplies for more people. Can you promise you'll get enough supplies for the extra quarter we're going to put on?
We'll look around. I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Elo's gun is like, whoever's still around, get on the fucking ship. We're going soon. And some people who stayed, even though they kind of ran and hid behind some things, or they hid behind other people, and the people are like, oh, what the fuck? They kind of, everyone kind of, like, every man for themselves, everyone just kind of starts running up, and you see the captain just kind of get pushed aside, and he's kind of flailing around in them. He's like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah, you see a lot of people just kind of barge onto the ship, and the chaos just kind of resumes. More of them not trying to keep them off, but trying to like get out the fucking horde that seems to be running in.
It would be less of a horde now, though, because
Yeah. A decent amount of people run up.
The scared ones ran away.
The scared ones run away.
Definitely one less of the horde.
That's for sure. And you just see.
Are we aware this conversation took place between them? Did we hear that?
No.
No.
Did we hear the man shout, "Everyone get on the boat"?
He did shout that pretty loud, so you would have probably have heard that.
Is it back to us now, or?
And I'm still with Hope. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
So what is it you want to do at this point then? Hope.
well, I got some connections. I gotta try to pull some strings, so I need to head to some black market or something.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've been here before. You know where to go for the black market. You know the perfect way to go, the safest way to go. You know you peeps.
Yes.
But with that, what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick little break, so then we can continue on. And we'll be right back. But we do have a YouTube. It is on YouTube as well. But yeah, we'll have a quick break because I want a cig, and then we'll sort out what's happening from here. I will definitely put a link in. I'll do that now for you. 1 second. You're going to hear me scrambling for things. How is everyone, by the way?
All good?
Good,
All
good,
good.
good, good. I'll let you know when we are. That's a really weird thing because I'm on YouTube and I'm switching to my account, and there's a weird video that's just below, and it's about the SCPs, but they can't see that it says SCP, so it looks like there's a naked man, but there's not. I just had to explain that. Okay. Okay. This is the link. Here we go. Here's a long ass link for you. Right. We're going to be right back. We're going to get drinks, refreshments, have a smoke, and then we're going to continue with this and see where we go. We'll be right back.
Hi, sir.
Hey, Big X, thank you for the raid. We're just having a short little intermission. We will be right back. Give us a few minutes, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You are a star. How is everyone doing? You're all good? Hello, we have returned. And we are all back. Yes, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it, Big Egg. Big X. Big Egg? Big X. Thank you. Do you two know each other?
Sounds like Big X and Jack do.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, you
Okay,
do?
yeah.
No way. What a coinky. You know why? Big X is in the Discord. That's why it was familiar.
Right,
Wow.
but Hey, Kit.
Hey, Kit. Manatee. Hey.
hello, we
It's
missed
been a while.
you.
How are you doing, hon? That's why.
Oh, that's awesome, Big
Now
X.
I know. I thought Jack was in the Red Dead Discord. I was like, I'm sure I've seen that
I
name
wondered
before.
why you thought that, but then I just is he the one that's recently joined campaign 3?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. With you.
Yeah.
With you.
Right.
Oh, I hope you get better soon, Kit. Much love.
Same, hon. Absolutely same. Thank you for following. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Right, let's continue. Right. So with that, Einslow, you know the best ways to go while going for the black markets. You know the little alleyways you can go through, the little side bits where not a lot of people will be, and you know who to talk to. Very easily, you kind of break off from the area, and you start going down said alleyways, seeing a few people just kind of sitting there doing nothing, some are rolling dice, attempting to play a game with not really that many other dice to actually play games, maybe like a dice and a half. One of them's kind of broke. But they seem to be having the time of their fucking lives. But yeah, it doesn't take you too long before you get to the entranceway, which would lead down to what you would know as the black market that is underneath this massive city. And you start to kind of look around you, and you see that there's a group that's they're not following you, but it looks like they're trying to get to an area of the city, and they're kind of looking around a little bit confused, a little bit lost, because this is a lot bigger of a place than they've been before. And as you kind of lock eyes with them, you with a it's really weird, it's like a little pop sound, little magic pop. You see another person kind of appear next to them with white hair.
He just smiles really weirdly at him.
Oh, Istra, have you been?
Don't ask. Jingle, jingle.
But Einslow.
Is that normal?
He's not usually invisible.
Well, I can see him now.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the pouches from underneath my bra and just hand them back to oh my god, James, what's your character's name? Stavros.
Stavros.
I forgot about the
too.
This is the weirdest introduction to a character that's ever happened.
So,
Yes, thank you. Thank you for holding those for me, evilly. I stuffed them back into my bag.
did they feel sweaty?
I was gonna say that, but I decided not to be gross.
I was okay. I just didn't expect you to be like, oh yeah, I just pull out the drug bless from my bra and hand them back to an old man. So yeah, Einslow, you see that happen.
Einslow kind of just stands with a very puzzled look at his face, like holding both his fingers up as if he has something to say, but he can't really think of anything for this situation right now, where a person just appeared out of nowhere with like a pop sound, and almost immediately the elven woman starts fishing from underneath her breasts and takes out 2 bags.
Oh, don't worry, this bit is normal.
That's not even the weirdest thing that's happened in the last week.
Nope. How may we help you, sir?
I have so many questions, and I don't even know if I want to know the answers to them.
I would say you probably don't. My accent, man, I'm so sorry. It's been 3 weeks.
It's been a long time. Sorry for this.
I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Seriously, you are beautiful and fine. Seriously. Actually, Einslow, if you want to do a perception for me very quickly.
Perception. That is not a perception roll. I did not add that as a perception.
You did not know.
No, ignore that one.
Okay, ignored. We'll do a Stavros and wipe it from our memory.
You gotta roll that below the 5 to do that. You can't just do it whatever you want.
I'm having some technical difficulties, and with my brain too.
That's fine.
I'm also trying to process what just happened in front of me.
It's more the fact that I'm so sorry. It was the bra bit I didn't expect.
Wait, how do I add my?
So it adds everything itself. You just need to press the perception button.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
My
so
weapon.
as you saw Evely pull these
No,
bags.
wait. That was performance.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was.
There we go.
performance.
There we go.
Oh yeah, so as you see, even better, as you see Evely pull out these two bags from under her breasticles, you kind of see they were. What kind of bags were they in? Were they clear bags, or was it just like a pouch, like a fabric pouch?
I mean,
Little green bags with a green leaf on them.
I kind
No,
of imagine
the
just like
pouches.
little brown pouches, you know, that
They're
you would get in
pouches.
those town like leather
Okay.
pouches,
Yeah.
So
fabric.
you kind of know that clearly they've snuck in some sort of substance that should not be in the city, which maybe they might want to bring to the black market, but they don't have any idea where to go or what to do with them, because they definitely can't have the guards find them. The what are they called? The golden orchids. No, lotus. Sorry.
Can we
Oh, I've been
can we
talking
interact
and
yet?
I was muted.
Yeah.
Can
you-
we interact?
Is-
Or
Absolutely. That's yeah.
It sounded to me like no, just stop mid-sentence there. So
yeah.
Oh really?
yeah.
What did you hear?
you ended on Black Lotus.
Golden Lotus. So basically, they've got
yeah.
something that they clearly have smuggled in, something that the guards cannot see. But this is the point of where you're at. You've had this weird, these weird things have happened. They've clearly got something they've smuggled in that they want. That they don't really know what to do with. They know they want to sell it, but you kind of know they want to sell it, but they don't really know where to go. And this is everyone go.
Excuse me, sir. Are you local to this town?
No, but I'm familiar.
Okay. Do you know where we would find a government or whoever rules this place?
You sure you want to bring those kind of wares to the officials?
I'm not going to bring anything to the officials. I just about from information.
Well, there are better places than the officials to go for information. They don't share anything.
And where would you suggest?
Come with me. Come with me. I'll take you. I'll take you.
Insight check, please.
Yep, roll. Peanut, you sat. There's hair on it, Peanut. Sorry, just let
Number
me.
12.
What?
Sorry. Peanut sat on my Switch. You got a 12. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out if he looks shady enough if we should follow him, because we don't know him.
Ainsler, would you like to answer that question?
Other than that, his getup looks like piratey. He does really not look like a shady person.
Okay.
It would kind like if you saw him with his crew, you'd be like, "Why is he there?"
Okay. Do I recognize
Are
him
you-
from the boat from when we were stood listening to the shit that was going on?
You do.
Okay. So no one wants to talk?
You can't make her do all the talking, guys. There's only so much you can do.
Steph, you're invisible now. You can.
You
talk.
are visible. They can see you. You came with a loud pop.
Okay. I do think we should prioritize raising armies with this king. If we're following down and out off to in through little black alleyways, I don't think that's a good idea.
I agree. Excuse me, sir.
Hmm?
Why is everyone trying to get on the ship? What is happening? Are you evacuating?
More like fleeing.
Flee, evacuate is kind of the same thing, except fleeing looks a bit more chaotic. Which
Well,
it seems
that
to be.
that was rather chaotic.
Yes. So, are the people just trying to get away by themselves, or have you been given an order to help people get away from the harbor?
Orders? We don't follow orders. We help the ones that nobody helps.
Why do they need helping?
Okay.
Just the rich get on the fancy boats and get taken away to safely, and leave the poor ones back here to fend for themselves.
Have the rich people already left?
A lot of them.
And
Why?
the
Why?
regular townsfolk, sorry,
No, go on.
the regular townsfolk were left behind.
But they didn't have the money, yes.
Wow.
Why are they so anxious to leave?
There's apparently... Listen, I've been at seas for weeks, but apparently there is a huge mess going on.
We are just-
People are dying, places are burning, people are
Which had
fleeing, running,
nothing
losing
to
hope.
do with us.
I'm just gonna look at like everyone apprehensively, but not say
I
anything.
would believe the king is very likely to know of the situation outside his walls.
Yes. It seems like we would not get any help from him.
If he's even here. I can't say.
Maybe then we should look for more nefarious routes. Then we could, get rid of these drugs.
And you've been on the sea for the last few weeks and you are fine? You have not seen anything strange?
No. Depends strange. My
Well,
crew
you
can
know,
be strange.
people dripping with black ichor, for example. Just hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically.
Or people changing into, abominations. Dying, killing other
You-
people.
Usual sort of affair.
Mhm.
Completely
have-
natural.
That would have to be a no. Closest thing I've seen to changing is a druid, and that's not even that's months back.
So it seems like the sea is a safe place to be right now. Maybe it cannot travel. Maybe it cannot pass the water. I'm looking like at my group, like because they know what I'm talking about.
It's worth a shot, but we're not fully aware of the facts.
All I can say, if you're looking to get rid of your smuggled goods and you're looking for information, I know a place to go.
We are not looking to get rid of anything. But information, yes.
Are we trying to run from this thing, or are we trying to fight this thing?
I don't know anymore.
At the moment, we seem to be on the losing end of it if we are fighting it already.
This thing follows us everywhere. Running
And we
from it
don't
will
know where
no-
Meryl is.
You do know where Meryl is.
Fuck Meryl.
Yeah.
he's waiting at the horse.
No, I meant like geographically. I don't
Yeah,
know how
you-
close this
oh,
place
right.
is.
You know
exactly
to-
where it
He's
is.
in Riven.
But that's probably already taken over now, because considering it was kind of burning. Can I just take a look at the main map again to see where we are
I
compared
can,
to?
absolutely.
Because he was going to the horseshoe, right?
So he was in Riven, spreading the word, and then he said 7 days, meet at the Horseshoe River, and that's in like a day and a bit.
Okay.
There's no way we're getting there again.
Yeah.
Unless we take that shortcut that we took all the way over here. Which I do not want to go back in there.
The way I think right now, I think we should probably take our chances with the sea, the Serpent Sea, maybe.
We'll make the deadline if we take the boat.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I was clear for what I think we should do. Is not go to Meryl. I think we should just let him die. I'm just gonna put it out there. He's probably dead already. I don't want to walk back into the Shit.
Did Merrill say he was raising armies?
Yeah.
I mean,
What is Merrill doing for us right now?
Raising an army.
totally
Right.
no. But I mean, the last
He's
army that
raising
we
an army.
tried to
We've
get
been fucking about.
in a safe place, they all died. So his army, which is out in the forest and whatever, they're probably all dead. It seems now from this young gentleman that the safe place is the sea. It might be the only way to get somewhere and prepare to fight rather than keep going back into the thick of it, as they say.
He's not a fan of running.
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Agith is not a fan of running.
Are you a fan of dying?
I'd rather die honorably than run.
Eek.
There are people
have-
that are innocent and need our help.
There are always innocent people who die. I just seen my whole hometown die and they were innocent. It happens.
We have no plan. We need time to recuperate.
I think we could rebook.
You
I
said
think we
poop.
could
I should have.
Look, saying long words like recuperate with a French accent is not easy.
Recuperate.
I think we could recuperate on a ship, no?
For those that, just happen to pass a glance in Einslow's direction, I would like to direct you to text from Mutes for his reactions to the conversation that is just assaulting him in front of him.
Okay. Thanks for mutes. I don't know what the best thing to do is anymore. Everyone just dies.
I say, sell these drugs, get a lot of money, and if we're going to go on a boat, we're gonna need coin to get on the boat. So we would probably do well by having a lot of money from selling the drugs.
Istra has 800 gold. I
We
think
are-
it could pay for all of us.
We are not short of coin, I can guarantee that. I have nearly 1,000.
Young man, do you want some drugs?
That is
1,000
lo-
coin.
That is a loaded question.
It make you feel really happy. They good.
If you need to sell that again, I know exactly where to take you.
Okay. I'm going to stop making the decision, and then someone else can make a decision.
So instead of
I'm
making a plan
following
against
the
the
man.
evil, we're going to sell some drugs.
And following the man offering to help me sell these drugs.
Okay.
I agree, I guess.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Evilly. This is Grandpa, although you may call him something else. I can't remember his name. I just call him Grandpa.
Stavros, maybe.
Stavros, which I knew. I was just doing that in character because Evilly doesn't care
Oh.
about your real name.
Oh.
And this is
Oh.
Ishra and Aggie, or Agath. But I call him Aggie. And you are?
My name is Einslow. Just like a half bow.
Very
Pleasure to
nice
make
to
your
meet you,
acquaintance.
Anslo.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
It's nice
Job,
to
I'm
meet
sure.
you.
Well, we better go and sell these drugs then.
Follow me. Just
Okay.
try not to get any official attention.
I thought you said they're all gone. Although there was some guards around, so
Yeah,
maybe
then
not all.
I'm referring to the guards.
Okay.
That will be back to you, Nose.
I know. I just needed a moment to compose myself because it's just really funny to me. Okay. So, with that decision, you're kind of, after you obviously introduced yourselves and had this weird moment, Einslow kind of comes to this wall section. Brick wall, with a little symbol drawn onto the side. With anyone with thieves' cant would see that it is basically a message saying entrance. Ainsley, how would you want to get into the entrance to go down into the black market?
You're asking me to design the entrance for you?
Not design, just I mean, yeah, I guess you could say design.
We do that sometimes in this campaign. People just
Anything that they like,
to-
yeah, you're allowed to
yeah.
describe something like evilly described the veil, the entrance, how it formed, how, you know, like if you don't want to, you don't have to. I can do it instead.
I don't know, I tap some bricks and it like Harry Potter meets out of the way.
All right.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
so you see
But we're going into Diagon Alley then.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
all right, Stavros Dumbledore or whatever the hell his name is.
yes.
Where do you think he got that inspiration?
Dumbledore.
Lord of the Rings,
Dumbledore,
obviously.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Okay.
Dumbledore.
So you see Ainslow do this weird little pattern on the bricks. They don't open up, however, on the floor, just in front of it, you hear the sound of clinking of rocks, and the stone the stone floor shifts and moves, and you see stone stairs start to form leading down. You see light flickering up, clearly from some sort of torches along the walls as it goes down. But yeah, there is an entrance now leading down under the city.
Oh look, another creepy cave.
It's not a cave.
It
It's
goes
the
down into
sewers.
the ground. It's a cave.
It's the
Well, the
sewers.
spiders knowing our luck.
It surely bodes well.
Is
Uh,
Una with us, by the way?
It's a party.
Hmm?
Where's Una?
Una disappeared.
And no one's mentioned this or like,
Out of character? I mean, out of thingy for a second.
did we just forget about her?
No.
momentarily?
No?
Oh. Did she go off with Lazarus and my parents? Like, what? Because we've got on for like
Look,
almost
okay.
a full day and no one's asked about it.
Imagine you're looking in my eyes, and let's rewind and start the question again. Do it.
Okay. Where's Una?
Who's Una?
I'm sorry, am I talking to Grandpa? Is he forgotten? I'm confused.
Who is
confused.
Una? What is Una?
Wait, did I just get the name wrong? Is she not called Una?
I have no clue who you're talking about.
Una,
Who?
the other Goliath.
I have
Aggie, what was she called? Una. Was she called Una, right? Or something like that?
I have no clue who
The
you're
Goliath-
talking about.
You're lying. You're lying. As a DM, you're not a character right now. You're a DM. Like, I don't understand what's happening.
And as a DM, I'm going to tell you to stay within the story for this. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Okay. There's no Una. I made her up. I
No,
had a
you
dream.
have Okay, you do have memories of an Una though, but I personally don't know who Una is.
If you don't know who Una is, how do you know? I'm so confused. Okay, let's just go with it. Okay.
Well, I'm sure Aggie knows
Well,
who Una
is
is.
anyone going to ask though?
Yeah, Aggie was in the process of mating with her, wasn't he?
I don't know where that came from. Sorry.
And we all thought it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Aggie, are you there?
Yeah, Aggie's been talking.
Oh,
Can you
that's
hear
the first
me?
time I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Do you know where Una's gone?
Do I know where Una's gone?
Do
Where
we
the
also
fuck
remember
is
who
Una?
Una is?
I do.
You do remember who Una is, but I
Because
cannot.
none
And
of
that
us have mentioned
question.
her for a whole
But I
day.
cannot answer this because I don't know who Una is.
No, that's cool, but I just don't know if we should go on this tangent with the roleplay or just carry on with what we're doing and just, you know,
you
not
can
mention
absolutely
Una.
roleplay this.
Because it's been a whole day. Like, why would we just randomly forget about it for a whole day? No,
Pretty sure we had another Goliath knocking about here somewhere. Where's it gone?
Where's it gone?
I'm just looking around like, where is she? And now Einslow has to, like, just watch us be really weird about this missing
We stopped.
Stopped at the top of this stairs, like, where is Una? After 7 hours of walking around without her.
Einstein's kind of like they lost the Goliath.
Yes, we used to have two. We
They
appear
came
to
in
be
a
one
bear.
shot.
And now there's only one. We have lost the Goliath.
Did you make her invisible?
Oh, just Istra.
Do you
What's-
remember?
Maybe she went with Lazarus and my parents because she was not there when we woke up.
I do remember not making
Una!
Una invisible.
No, I don't think she's here.
Well, shit.
Okay, well, let's carry on going down the dark stairs to this weird sewer cave thing and forget about the missing Goliath that we have seemed to have lost along the way.
Okay.
She was a nice lady.
In your
No,
She was a
I've
nice
seen a
lady
l-
with a stick.
I've seen a lot of weird things at sea too. There's you start hallucinating. But I think you guys are the weirdest thing I've seen the last couple of months.
Honestly, in what we've seen in the last week, this is probably the sanest thing. Just losing a
Nothing
Goliath,
yet.
no problem. Giant spiders and possessing shape-shifting beings? That was quite weird. It is a
And-
long story. We might tell you one day.
15-year-old girls that get brutally murdered.
And
Bags of drugs.
decapitations. There was some decapitations too.
It's
Sounds like you guys need a drink.
We
do, but first
so
we
down
need
to the stairs we go.
gold.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, and you all go downstairs, though everyone seems confused in their own right as to what's just happened in the last few minutes, because everything that could possibly happen is weirdly happened, and you don't understand how. You go down the stairs and you see torches alongside, you see moss kind of covering the walls. It goes down for quite a while. You're going down the steps for, I say, about 25, 28 minutes. You kind of smell the murkiness in the air, the smell of like stagnant water. Every now and then you hear a few rats kind of scuttling by as you get to the bottom, and yeah, it does look like the sewers, as Einslow described.
Did you just say we were walking for 30 minutes down these stairs?
Yeah, they go
Can I
deep.
just interject? So as we were walking down, Evelyn just stops dead for a second and thinks. She doesn't say anything, and you can see like this realization of something wash over her, and she shakes it off and carries on going.
Okay.
Well. Righty then.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
Carry on we go.
okay, so yeah, you see that weird moment with Evely. She doesn't really respond, and you keep going. You get to the bottom. You see the rats scuttling by. Einslow is ahead and is casually leading the way. Very confident in where they are going. And you are just weaving through these tunnels before you come to this open tunnel. And as you kind of go through it, you see, as you get to the side of this tunnel, it opens up to this weirdly magnificent view of a city underneath a city. You see houses, you see bridges built over, like, shitty water dams of, like, yes, there is stagnant water and it fucking stinks, but it is a glorious place all the same. You see lanterns kind of hanging down that gives off this lovely warm glow. Confusing, but nice at the same time. And there's a lot of people there, and everyone seems to be having laughs and being jolly, and just, it's huge. And
Sorry.
why are you laughing? Don't laugh at me.
I say, where were they? Where did they hide this place? How's a city this large existed underneath a city as large as the one above us?
Why
I
does
do
it
not
take
know.
30 minutes to get down here?
That's another thing.
Well, it's a
Like
big
ones
city.
are
I
on
suppose they had
fire.
to dig pretty deep.
And you're asking the wrong person. I didn't build this place. I only drink here.
So I
Not
I
presume
kind
you're
of
going
need
to
one of
don't
those.
recommend. Do not recommend. Don't drink the water.
Oh, okay.
Ainsley, from being here, you know there is a few spots to go to one, get information, two, to get drunk, kind of in the same sort of place, and three, in a close enough area by a place where they could sell the boob drugs.
The boob.
The boob drugs.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
No, I'm gonna clip that.
Okay.
All right. What do we need first? Information, money, drinks.
Money to buy the information, then buy the drinks.
Yes. It's probably not good that we have drinks first and then try and find out information. So, yes, information first, drinks later. And then maybe a spot of killing this evening. I joke.
No, you don't.
Are there any kids around?
Oh,
Oh,
I
jeez.
think ever since she killed Teak, she's been on one. For
that's
killing.
true. What is it with you killing
Honestly,
children?
Honestly, I don't know what's going on with Evilly, but she's definitely changing. Like everything that's gone on, it's just like a natural evolution. So I'm just going with how it feels.
Beautiful. Love it. So information first, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Einstein. You lead them down, like, from the edge of the tunnel, you see, like, a little crappily wooden bridge building down to, like, the lower level of the black market. You lead them down before you take a quick, like, sharp right, lead them over another bridge.
As for walking, just nonchalantly, just like greeting and waving and just to random people.
Yeah, and they wave back.
Uh,
You see them, they're happy.
Very showing. He's a people person.
Yeah, and they, like I said,
Davros also waves. None of them wave back.
they awkwardly wave, very confused, but because they see that you're with Einslow, that's why they're waving more than anything, because Einslow is a very regular face to them. They are comfortable. Einslow is a good person to them. So you're with Einslow, you're a good person. Sure, I'm confused, but I'm waving back.
I'm not waving. I'm just ignoring everyone that's waving.
That's absolutely fine. Doesn't take you very long to get to this little shitty shack, literally known as the shitty shack, to get information. And it smells like shit. And it is a shack. No, yeah.
No, come on. I do think people down here would know better than like they have probably like a lot of incense and all that lit up to deal with the smelly waters.
Oh, absolutely. That's what the lanterns are for. If you were to actually breathe in when you're near one, you would actually get the smell of God, what is it? Like sandalwood. That sort of smell.
Nice.
Favorite smell.
Yeah, which masks a lot of the smell that would be nearby to the area. Even though
Would have to be a lot.
is practically on every building or every post that you walk past, there is a lantern that is, while it's giving off the glow, the light, it's mainly for the smell. It's like an incense burner if you could, but it's like a giant flame in the middle of it.
I'd imagine a lot of places bake and things like that to cover up the smell as well.
Absolutely. A lot of fresh bread being handed out. You smell like the warmth of it as well.
Could I just like make a perception check on, say, the volatility of the air, fire?
Yeah.
What?
He just wants to set something on fire.
He
He
does
doesn't
want
want
to
something
set
to
everything on
explode.
fire.
I just want to make sure that if I have to cast fireball at some point down here, I'm not going to blow the entire city up.
No, he heard there was a wooden bridge, right, and that's it.
You're all fucked. You
No,
can't get
I'm-
out.
He's a pyromaniac.
I'm thinking that the air,
a
with
fire.
it being smelly, might be explosive.
Wow.
Technically, it's actually quite a strategic move because if we
It
got
is
into trouble
actually pretty
with the
strategic.
Ica down here, we can't use fire, and
Yeah.
then we're fucked.
So what sort of role would that be? Would it be insight, intelligence, survival, perception?
So it's to find out if it's flammable, like the gas in the air.
Basically.
We need a science roll.
I was just gonna say, because in Call of Cthulhu you have science rolls.
Would science be
I'm gonna
arcana?
say no,
Arcane might.
no, because it's not
There
magic.
is a slight problem with this, though. If there's incense burners, it's obviously
Well,
burning incense,
mhm.
then it would have exploded anyway.
That is true.
That is a good point.
I'm just you don't have to roll for this. So basically, because of what you can see from it, while it is like a gaseous air, gaseous air, it's not alchemy check. Yeah, it's not that gas to the point where it's still safe for them to have these lanterns with flames in the middle. Though they are raised quite high up, it seems safe.
I will say, out of character, if you do set fire, don't forget I have the water spell, but the water around us is stagnant sewage, so that is what I'll be throwing all over. All of them. So be aware of that.
Right, okay. Ray of Frost it is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Einslow leads you to this little shack. It looks absolutely tiny, but Einslow, do you knock on?
Yes.
Yeah, with a little knock knock. Opens up and there's a giant burly man on the opposite side. And he kind of smiles as he sees Einslow, and you see he's kind of got like a gappy tooth smile. He's missing a few teeth, but he seems very jolly and happy. And he kind of opens his arms to give Einslow a hug, and he's like, Einslow!
Hold on. Can you write me his name?
I can. I will do it here. I will name him...
Gus.
Fuck you. It's not Gus. It's silent, by the way. Well, think of like that, but without, you know what I mean.
So, York.
Yeah. So he's like, Einslow!
York!
Ah, my friend. He kind of slaps you in this massive hug. He kind of, like a bear hug, he kind of wraps his arms around yours and he squeezes and kind of lifts you up a little bit before he plops you down. He's like, my friend, it's so good to see you.
How are you, you big dummy?
Ah, lost a few more teeth I did this year.
Oh, who was it this time?
I don't really want to go into that. But come in. I see you've. He kind of glances over and he's like, "I see you've brought friends for a change."
That's one way to put it.
Oh,
Strays?
Strays. I see. I mean, if you feel comfortable with coming in and being around you, like, absolutely. And he kind of moves to the side and lets you all enter his little shack.
Okay.
As you enter, he's like, "Oh, hey, hi." Gives you a little wink, gives you his little missing teeth smile. He thinks he looks
Kinda grimace
amazing.
away.
Yeah.
Kind of grimace away, just look away from him, like, okay.
He thinks he looks charming. He's got a few little like gravy stains on his shirt. But as you go in, you see, while on the outside it looks horrible, it is weirdly really nice and clean and tidy on the inside. You see he's got like a fur rug in the middle. He's got this beautiful, it looks like handcrafted like table and chairs. He's got a pitch frame in a corner. And he's got a bookshelf full of all these intricate little books and little like whistled like animals along the shelf. And he's like, pick a chair. Does anyone want a drink?
I'll have one. Bring me two.
Okay.
I will take a drink as well.
All right. Okay, it's 3 drinks.
Why not? Why
4.
not? I will take one too. Thank you.
Okay, and the quiet man with the hair. Are you wanting one?
Oh,
No? All right then. Are you kind of like he When he walks, he bowls, so he kind of like walks away. You see his little kitchen, you see this amazing little teapot, and he actually starts to make cup of teas for everyone. And he takes his time with these tiny little porcelain cups, and you hear him clank with the spoons. For he brings in a beautiful silver tray with all these cup of teas, and you see like on the tray there's a little pot of honey to make it sweet, some sugar and some milk, and he places it down on the table, and he's like, "Pick your poison." I mean that
My
loosely.
turn.
I appreciate it as I push the cup away from me because Evilly doesn't like tea.
Oh no! He kind of looks at it and he goes, "Do you want water?"
Nah, I am good, thank you.
Then I'm sorry I could not please you.
Please, I appreciate your hospitality.
Okay. He kind of picks up the cup you didn't take, and it looks tiny in his hand, but he kind of lifts his pinky up as he drinks from it and takes
God.
a sip. And he's like, slurps it before he puts it down, and it's all gone. So,
we
What-
hear that you might be able to shift some merchandise from us.
okay, what kind of merchandise is it you're wanting to
Bless.
do? You have bless.
Yes.
You have 2 full pouches of it.
2 full bless. Are you sure it's bless? Because bless is kind of like a rare sort of thing. It's
Yes, you have to kill some weird ass panthers that's glow blue. We killed them. We got the dust.
I'm shocked. He quickly walks away, comes back, and you see that it's got them old-fashioned scales where you put something on one side and it lifts up and down. He's
Mhm.
brought something like that, and he's like, "Let me have a look then."
Okay. I take out the 2 pouches of bless and I hand them over to him.
Yeah, you see, he put the pouch on, and obviously it drops because the amount that's in just the one pouch, and he starts putting weights on. You see his eyes getting bigger and bigger before it levels out, and he's like, "That is a lot of bless."
Well, there was a lot of creatures that needed to die.
Okay, I'm assuming you're wanting money for all of this.
Yes, please.
Money and maybe some information, if you have it.
Depends on the type of information you're looking for.
What the hell is going on the upside part of this city?
Apocalypse, I guess you could say, would be one word. But I
Do you
won't.
know anything? Sorry.
No, go on.
Do you know anything other than it just being called an apocalypse?
I tell you what. I will take the pouches off you for a certain amount of gold, and the rest of what would be the portion of that other gold I will give you as information.
Is that good for you, Grandpa? Is your
I
bless?
don't know how much gold are we talking here.
I will give you. Right, and you see he kind of starts counting on his fingers, and he uses like the knuckles for like counting on the extra bits. And it takes him a few seconds because he's like 1, 2, 3, and he goes to his knuckle before he moves on to the other hand, and he kind of gets lost, and he does it again just to make sure. And he kind of nods his head and he goes, "Okay, I could buy this off you for 1,225 gold."
Make it 1,300. You got a deal.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take it. And he obviously he holds his hand out to like give your hand a shake to make sure that the deal is done.
I shake his hand and he literally shakes me up and down because I'm nowhere near as big
Old
as
and
him.
brittle.
Snap of his arm. No, I joke. Yeah, he happily does it. He runs away, gets obviously hear him clanking, throwing things around excitedly. For he comes back with a coin purse and he slams it down before he grabs the pouches and he pockets them. Oh, sorry, I just slapped the mic. So you're looking at information for what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say it would be connected to things that happened 72 years ago?
Yes.
I would say it's very much connected. I don't think it's the same thing, though. I think it's something from wherever these things came from originally. I think it's something from them. This is just all a hypothesis from the research that I've done in this small amount of time from things that have come in here, but I think it's definitely connected to that.
What actually happened with the research that you have just mentioned? in the war 72 years ago, was there creatures? Was there black ichor? Like what kind of
There was
beings were here?
no black ichor. Some of the creatures that have come from this would resemble them in a certain way, but it looks like something has twisted them to something even worse than what happened before. Like something got a hold of them, and that's why they disappeared. That's what I hypothesize. Because of the familiarities where these things have started to happen, there have been things that we have found, like where you would see maybe some of their armor, flags of where they clearly set up camps and stuff. It seems to be like a nesting ground for whatever's there, and it for all these years it's been slowly spreading until it's gotten to this point.
So even though they left something behind that has been
I
infecting the land.
think they accidentally either A, created it, or B, brought it here.
Like a parasite or a bacteria.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It seems to be able to be destroyed with fire.
In a
In our
certain way, I noticed that when I did put heat towards it, it moved away from it, weirdly enough.
So you've seen it.
I have, and I
Here?
burnt it. Yeah, something that was brought here, which I got a hold of. It got someone, and they changed. But
Did
it
you
was
get any? Sorry.
no,
My
go
bad.
on, no, go for it, go for it,
No, you go,
absolutely.
you
No,
go.
no, go for it.
Did you get any on your skin?
No, luckily enough, I was covered.
Any bad dreams?
No.
Any weird people appearing to you and then like disappearing?
Have you seen the place I live? A lot of weird people come down here and disappear.
Good point. I did not think of that.
It's all good.
Well, that's my questions. Then anyone else?
What? Out of character. What was that word that they uttered that meant queen?
Oh, the Valceres.
Valceres.
Does the word Valsereth mean anything to you?
His eyes kind of widen at that point, and he goes, I mean, yeah, from the stories. I mean, everyone knows about the stories of the queen, the Drow queen, the empress, I guess you could say. How they were the first to get hit. But there's not been anything like that since. Why? What makes you bring that up?
We've encountered this word on occasion, and we want to know if there's any rumblings of this queen returning, or if you know anything about it.
That's really interesting. He kind of he starts walking backwards and forwards, kind of rubbing his hands. He looks a bit worried, and he's like, "Well, I mean, like nothing like this is. I mean, even everything today has been really weird. All this stuff that's happening, and all of a sudden the word for queen's been popping up now. I mean, maybe it's connected. I don't know. I mean, I could ask around and find out information. This is definitely something I personally want to find out.
Is there any drow here?
No,
city?
I've not seen any drow.
Has anyone seen any drow in the last 70 years? Do they live anywhere?
I think there's been like the odd one or two, but they're so rare. Like they were nearly brought to extinction.
Well, this entity or whatever it is, it can disguise itself into looking like a normal person. It infiltrates your life, and it fucks you up.
That's very scary. That's very scary. Okay, here's my plan. How about this? If you can give me maybe like 3 hours, I can probably find out some information.
Okay.
I don't know if you all want to go to the inn and wait there, and I will meet you at the inn.
Does the inn sell food?
It does, yeah.
Then that is what I'll be, because I am starving.
Okay, no problem, no problem. What is everyone's names? I know that I've obviously I know Einslow. Who is everyone else?
I'm Evely.
Stavros.
I am Agath Valdangianagano.
He gives you a little curtsy. And you? And he points at Yusef.
Istra.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you under these very weird and horrible times and circumstances, but I will come find you. I'm going to go and ask some people some things, and I will meet you in 3 hours.
Before he leaves,
Mm-hmm.
can I just check, insight, whether we get the feeling that he's gonna come back, or whether he's just running off to tell somebody?
Yeah, go for it.
So would that be like an insight roll?
Yeah.
You got a 9.
From the way he reacted from what you've told him, he does look scared, but you think he's definitely gonna come back.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes to the front door. Sorry, go on.
My objection to him running is null and void.
Yeah, he kind of picks up Einslow as he shuffles towards the door and opens it. He's like, everyone come on out. I'm going to lock this place up. I'm going to find some information. Einslow, you beautiful, beautiful man. He kind of gives you a wet, sloppy kiss on the side of your cheek. And he puts you down. He's like, I wish we saw each other again under better circumstances.
You big chopper. Slap him on the butt.
He goes, ooh, and giggles a little bit, and he gives you a little wink before he waddles away, and you just see him. He's running in definitely a certain direction, which you would recognize as somewhere he would be able to get information.
He's heading in the direction of information.
Yes.
I know that he's going where he says he's going.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, I guess one thing remains. To the pub.
Drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We.
This way.
Yeah. Do you want to describe how you get there? I'm
By
slow.
foot.
Oh,
5 foot. Yeah.
5 foot. Okay.
On my legs.
On my legs. With a few
But
more.
we leave crawling.
On your hands and knees. It doesn't take you that long, a few twists and turns, but you basically come to a pretty big building with a sign on it that says the Speckled Plum. With the smell of like fresh mead wafting through it. It's very warm smelling along with everything else. It's full of people drinking, enjoying their lives at this moment, even though you know that bad things are happening, and you know that they know bad things are happening. They're just trying to enjoy the moment before things get worse. There is a band in the corner playing music, lutes, the little drums that they've made, but they're tapping their little hands on, with a variety of different races. And you see 2 lovely little people, little gnomes, on the other side of a very low set bar. And that is where we ended. Until the next session.
Okay. Which will be next year. No.
That sounds really bad when we say it, but
I know, right?
we have group 2 that is happening next week, and then I'm having a Christmas one-shot, and then after that will be when we start the next one.
Will you be streaming group 2? Because I know you've not done much streaming group 2. So
I've
far.
not streamed a lot of group 2, but I am going to be streaming group 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you very much for the session.
No, thank
I
you.
wasn't fighting this one, but it was still very enjoyable.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you.
Strange.
It was an odd session, but that's because
Yeah,
we're
I
all getting
think
back
'cause-
into the role of it again.
Yeah, and people have left, and things have changed, and Una's missing, and
Who's
you
Una?
know, Yeah, okay.
Mm,
I think, I don't know. I've got this horrible feeling that Una was one of the Ickers at this point.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. And the followers as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the raids as well. I appreciate it. You're all very kind. Yeah, yeah, we do have a Discord. If you want to join, you're more than welcome to.
I think Jack's already in it.
He is, but I'm talking to Kit if she's still there. It's
if
all
they
good.
are still there.
If they are still there, I apologize. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it, and much love. The joys of it all. Say bye,
Thank you for
everyone.
joining, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good
Goodbye,
Christmas.
everyone. Yeah, have a good
Goodbye.
Christmas. Bye.
bye.